We are going to start now the fourth lecture of chapter 3 class 12th mathematics, matrices. So in this lecture we will talk about the elementary operation and equivalent matrices. So the definition of elementary matrix is, we are saying two matrices A and B are given and they are said to be equivalent if one is obtained from the other by one or more elementary operations. These elementary operations, this term elementary operation, it is defined over here. And if the two matrices they are equivalent, we say that we write it like A is equivalent to B. So now we come to the part that what elementary operation is. So there are mainly elementary operations. When we are talking about, they are divided in two parts. So either we are saying row operations, elementary row operation, or elementary column operations. So there are three elementary rows operations and three elementary column operations. So first we are talking about three elementary row operations. So first is the interchange of, the first operation we have is the interchange of two rows. So if two matrices are given to us, we are saying a matrix is given to us. Suppose we are talking about the matrix A. Say it is of the form A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. So this is a 2 cross 3 matrix we are saying. So first operation we are talking about, it is interchange of any two rows. So if we are saying, if we are interchanging these two rows, there may be another row also. So suppose we are talking about interchange of these two rows. So how we are going to write? We are writing it is row 1 is interchanged with row 2. This is the notation to write this. So the matrix we obtain, we are saying this matrix A is there. We will obtain an equivalent matrix because this operation, it is an elementary operation. So we will obtain an equivalent matrix. That matrix will be A21, A22, A23, A11, A12, A13. So we have interchanged the rows. Next is multiplication of the element of a row by a non-zero number. This is also an elementary operation. So we are saying, if this matrix A is given, what we are doing, we are writing R2 approaches, say 3 times R2. It is important to note over here how we are writing. We are saying now the new matrix that we will have, equivalent matrix we are talking about, it has, on the previous matrix we are doing the operation 3 times row 2. So the matrix we obtain, it will be of the form A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23. Now what operation we have performed? We have multiplied the second row with the 3. So we have multiplied 3 over here. So these two matrices we are saying, this matrix and this matrix, again these two matrices, these are equivalent to each other. Third is multiplying each element of a row by a non-zero number. This thing we have already seen. And then adding them to the corresponding element of another row. So suppose we are talking about that row 2 approaches, row 2 plus minus 1 into row 1. So what this thing means, that the new matrix, this is the matrix A we are talking about. We are saying the new matrix we are obtaining, it is of the form that row 1 is unchanged. It is A11, A12 and A13. Look at this operation. We are saying row 1 is not changed, only row 2 is changed. And how row 2 is changed? It is row 2 plus minus row 1. So row 2 minus row 1 means this element minus this element, it is A21 minus A11. Next is A22 minus A12. These two elements are subtracted, and last is these two elements are subtracted. So we get it is A23 minus A13. So it is written in this form in general, that Ri approaches Ri plus k times Rj. It means ith row is changed. And how it is changed? That in ith row the k time the jth row is being added, the elements of the jth row is added. An important thing to note over here that we don't have any operation in this form, that R3 approaches R1 plus R2. We cannot do it like this. We are saying if we are changing the row R3, then R3 must be over here. There is no operation in this form, that you are changing the row R3 but R3 is not involved in this. There is no elementary operation of this form. Next is 3 elementary column operations, corresponding operations we have. Again, suppose we are talking about the matrix A. We are writing it is A11, A12, A13. It is A21, A22, A23. This is a 2 cross 3 matrix. Now we are talking about the equivalent matrix, or the operation we are saying, say it is C2 and C3, they are interchanged. So this is column 2, this is column 3, they are interchanged. So we obtain the equivalent matrix, that is A11, A21. First column it is not changed, first column is not changed. These two are interchanged. So we get it is A13, A23, A12, A22. So we have obtained, by applying this elementary operation, we have obtained this matrix. Next is multiplying each element of a column by a non-zero number. Suppose we are writing C1 approaches 2 times C1. So the matrix A will be equivalent to, we are not writing equal to, we are writing equivalent to, it will be 2 times A11, 2 times A21, then it is A12, A13, then it is A22, A23. So this is the operation, second of elementary operation we are talking about. The last we are saying multiplying each element of a column by a given matrix A by a non-zero number, and then adding the corresponding elements to another column. So suppose we are saying that C2 approaches C2 plus C3 minus C1. We can perform the operation in this way. So this matrix A will be equivalent to 2 matrix. First column we are saying column 2 is changed. First column is as it is. Third column is as it is. The second column we have, it is C2, it is A12 plus A13 minus A11. Next it is A22 plus A23 minus A21. So this is how the second column of this matrix is being changed. So these are the 3 elementary column operations, and these are the 3 elementary row operations. So the matrices obtained by these elementary operations, these are called the equivalent matrices. So we are saying the matrix A, this matrix, this matrix, this matrix, all these matrices, these are equivalent to each other. Next is invertible matrix. So we are, when we are talking about invertible matrix, first thing is we are talking about a square matrix. Say its order is n, then it is said to be invertible if there exists another square matrix B such that A into B is equal to B into A, that is equal to I, and we write B is equal to A inverse, that is inverse of this matrix. If such matrix exists, it is called inverse of this matrix. So an example is given over here. We are being given 2 matrices A and B. So if we calculate A into B, we have, this is 3, 5, 2 minus 1. So it is 3 into 2 plus 5 into minus 1. Next will be 3 into minus 5 plus 5 into 3. Next we have is 1 into 2 plus 2 into minus 1. Next is 1 into minus 5 plus 2 into 3. So if we multiply these terms, we get it is 6 minus 5, it is 1. This term we get 0. This term we have it is 0, and this term we have it is 1. So we are saying this is equal to I. Similarly, we will calculate B into A. These calculations, these are shown over here. If we calculate B into A, the answer we are obtaining, it is equal to I. So we are saying that A inverse is equal to B, or B inverse is equal to A. A is inverse of B, B is inverse of A. Next is, every invertible square matrix has a unique inverse. So suppose A is any matrix that is given to us, its order is n cross n, and let it is invertible. Invertible means its inverse exists. Now suppose that there are two inverses for A, one is the inverse B and one is the inverse C. So if B is the inverse, this will imply that AB is equal to BA, that is equal to I, and if C is the inverse, we have AC is equal to CA is equal to I. Now consider this equation. Suppose I am talking about that AC is equal to I. If I multiply both these equations with both sides of this equation with the matrix B, earlier the bracket was with AC, now we have removed this and we are using the associative law, and we have obtained it is BA, and what we have, the value of BA we have, that is equal to I. So we get I into C is equal to, what is B into I? It is B, it is identity element, and we know that B into I will be B, I into C will be C. So what we have obtained, that B is equal to C. So we are saying if A has two inverse B and C, then both B and C, they must be equal. So we are obtaining that an invertible matrix has a unique inverse. Next is inverse of a matrix by elementary row operations. Now suppose a square matrix of order n is given. We are saying A is any square matrix of order n. Then we can write A is equal to I into A. Now by a sequence of elementary row operations, we reduce this A on the left hand side. We are talking about this A. We reduce this A to I, and on this identity operation, whatever elementary operation, we have applied elementary operations on this A and we have reduced it to I. Whatever elementary operation we have applied on A, same elementary operation is applied on I. This I will change and it will change to the matrix B, and this matrix A will remain as it is. So we are saying, if what we have considered, that if this matrix A is, we are saying if A is invertible, then by elementary operations, it will be elementary row operations or column operations, it will be reduced to identity matrix, and we have obtained this matrix B, and we are saying that B will be equal to A inverse, that is the required inverse. This matrix B is the required inverse of A. So the method, it is explained over here. Step 1 is we write A is equal to I into A. Now an important thing to note over here is we are only talking about the row operations. We are not saying the column operations. We can only apply the row operations in this procedure. So we are saying we write A is equal to I into A. Then by using elementary row operations on A, we transform it into a unit matrix. In the same order, apply elementary operations I to convert it to a matrix B, and this matrix B is basically A inverse that is required. Now if suppose you want to apply the column operations, then in place of writing A is equal to AI, you will write A is equal to A into I, and we will apply column operations. Now we will apply the column operations. We will reduce this A to I. We will obtain this is A into some B. This will reduce to I only if A is invertible. This thing is being explained over here in this remark, that if on applying one or more elementary row operations on A, we obtain all zeros in one or more row, then we say that A inverse does not exist. We are saying that if suppose you have started applying the elementary row operations on A and any of the rows it becomes 0, or any of the column in this case or row in this case it becomes 0, then we will say that A inverse does not exist. The more details of this inverse we will study in our next chapter, determinants. So based upon this we are going to solve certain problems. So first is, by using elementary row operations, find the inverse of matrix. This matrix is given. So what we have to do, we have to write A is equal to I into A. Why we have written it in this form? Because we have to apply the row operations. It means we are saying 1 minus 2, 2 minus 6, that is equal to 1 0 0 1 into A. Now we want to convert this matrix to the identity matrix. So the procedure is, look at this number over here. With the help of this number we have to convert this element to 0. So what we are going to do, we are saying we are changing the row 2 in such a way that the element of row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So what we will obtain, first row it is same, first row it is same, this A will be as it is. Why this thing is happening, this will be more clear to you if we will write the matrices corresponding to the elementary row operations, but at this moment we are not going into the detail that why we are writing it in the form A is equal to IA. Basically what we are saying, that every elementary operation, when we are saying, it is basically a matrix multiplication. It is a matrix multiplication, and that matrix is basically multiplied on the from the left. When we are talking about the row operation, the matrix is multiplied from the left, that correspond to the elementary row operation. So we are not interested in these details at this moment. We have discussed this in detail in the separate videos in your higher classes, but at this moment we are not talking about this. We are just concerned with this thing, that whenever row operations we are talking about, we are writing A is equal to I into A. We are reducing this A into the identity matrix. The same operations we are applying on this I. So how we have started, we are saying we look at this element 1. With the help of this 1 we are going to make this 2 0. So what we have done, we are saying this element is basically 2. We have row 2, we are saying it is 2 minus 2 times row 1, it is 2 times 1. The answer we obtain it is 0. For the second element, for this element we are saying, if we apply this operation, it is row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So it is minus 6 plus 4 is equal to minus of 2. Similar operation we have to apply over here. So it is row 2 minus 2 times row 1. So it is minus of 2. And it is row 2 minus 2 times row 1, it is 1. Next thing we have to do is, with the next thing, either you can, with the help of this element minus 2, we are going to make this term 0. So what we are going to do, we are saying we have to apply row operations. So we are saying row 1 approaches row 1 minus row 2. This element we have already made 0, so it will not change this element. So we get it is, now row 1 is being changed, so row 2 is as it is. Row 2 in both the matrices is as it is. Now we are saying the elements we are writing over here, it is row 1 minus row 2. Row 1 is 1 minus 0, it is 1. Next is minus 2 plus 2, it becomes 0. We are talking about this second element, it becomes 0. Similarly over here it is row 1 minus row 2. So the first element it will be 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3. The next element will be row 1 is 0 minus 1. So element we obtain it is minus 1. Now what we have to do, we have to convert this minus 2 to 1. So we are doing row 2 approaches minus 1 by 2 times row 2. So it becomes 1 0 0 1. This becomes 3 minus 1. It is A over here. Now we are saying we have multiplied it with minus 1 by 2. So answer we get over here it is 1. And answer we get over here it is minus 1 by 2. So what we have obtained? We have obtained the identity matrix is equal to 3 minus 1 1 minus 1 by 2 into A. This is the matrix B we are saying, and we know that this matrix B, now we know that it is I is equal to B into A, so B is equal to A inverse. So this is the inverse of the matrix A. This is the inverse of the given matrix A. Next we have this matrix A is given to us and we have to find its inverse using the elementary row operations. So again we are writing 3 minus 1 minus 4 2, that is equal to 1 0 0 1 into A. So look at this first element over here. This first element it is 3 and this element it is minus 4. So with the help of this element we are going to make this 0. So we are saying row 2 approaches, row 2 minus, it is plus 4 by 3 times row 1. We are saying what we want to do is we want to make this minus 4 0 and we want to add 3x to it and it should be 0. We are saying minus 4 plus 3x should be 0. So we get 4 is equal to 3x. So we get x is equal to 4 by 3. We are talking about this term. We get x is equal to 4 by 3. That is why we have applied this operation, that row 2 approaches row 2 plus 4 by 3 times row 1. Now we are talking about this matrix. If I write 4 by 3 times row 1, so it is 4. This matrix I am talking about, 4 by 3 times row 1. If I apply on this matrix, I will obtain this element as 4 and next element will be minus 4 by 3 and these two elements are minus 4 and 2. Now we are adding these elements. On adding these two we will obtain it as 0. On adding these two elements we are getting it is minus 4 by 3 plus 2 and that is equal to 2 by 3. So this matrix changes to the form, this is 3 minus 1, this element will change to 0 and this element changes to 2 by 3 and this is equal to this first row, it will remain same. Second row we are saying it is 0 over here because it is row 2 plus 4 by 3 times row 1. So it is not 0 over here, it will be, we are talking about this element, it is row 2 is 0 plus 4 by 3 times row 1 means 1. So the answer we have over here it is 4 by 3 and the next term we have it is 1 into A. Now this term we have it is 2 by 3. So to remove this, to make this term 1, what we are going to do, we are writing row 2 approaches 3 by 2 times row 2. So we will obtain it is 3 minus 1 0 1, that is equal to 1 0. Then this term will become, we are multiplying it with 3 by 2. So this term will become 2 and this term over here 1, this will become 3 by 2 and we have A over here. Next thing we have to do is with the help of this 1 we are going to make this minus 1 0. So we are writing row 1 approaches row 1 plus row 2. So row 2 is now same, it is 2 3 by 2 and this is A. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add the elements over here, it is 3, this will become 0. When we add this it is 3, this is 3 by 2. Now what we have to do is look at this row 1. this element over here, this is 3, we want to change it to 1. So we are writing row 1 approaches 1 by 3 times row 1. We are dividing it with 3, we are dividing it with 3, we are dividing it with 3. So this element will become 1, this element will become 1, and this element will become 1 by 2. So what we have obtained, that I is equal to, the matrix we have, it is 1, 1 by 2, 2, 3 by 2 into A, and we have, this is I is equal to B into A, where B is this matrix and B is equal to A inverse. So this matrix that we have obtained over here, this matrix is the inverse of A. Next we have is, this matrix A is given and we have to show that A inverse does not exist. So if we start calculating the inverse for this matrix, it is 6 minus 3 minus 2 and 1. We are writing this is equal to 1 0 0 1 into A. Now the first step we have is, we have to, with the help of this 6, we are going to make this 2 0. So we are writing row 2 approaches row 2 plus 1 by 3 times row 1, or we can apply row 2 approaches 3 times row 2 plus row 1. In place of this we are applying this. So what we get is, first row is unchanged, it is 1 0 into A. In the second row we are applying, it is 3 times row 2. 3 times row 2 means minus 6 plus 6, answer is 0. It is 3 times row 2. 3 into 1 minus 3, the answer is 0. And answer on this side we obtain, it is 3 times row 2 plus row 1, it is 1, and this is 3. Now look at this matrix over here. It is 6 minus 3 0 0. That is equal to 1 0 1 3 A. Now it is clear that we can never make this matrix as the identity matrix, because this row over here, this second row we are talking about, both the elements they are 0. So we are saying that A inverse, we are saying we have all zeros in second row of left hand side matrix. So we are saying that A inverse does not exist. Next we have this 3 cross 3 matrix, and we have to find the inverse of this matrix by using the elementary row operations. So we start solving this by writing, it is 1 3 minus 2 minus 3 2 0 5 minus 5 0, that is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A. Now look at this element over here, it is 1. With the help of this 1 we are going to make these two terms 0. So we are writing row 2 approaches row 2 plus 3 times row 1, and row 3 approaches row 3 minus 2 times row 1. So the answer we obtain, first row it is as it is, first row it is as it is. In the second row we are getting, we are talking about this second row, both these elements will become 0. Next it is 3 over here, we are talking about this next element. So it is row 2, it is 0 plus 3 times row 1, the answer we have, it is 9. Next element we are saying it is minus 5 over here. So we are writing it is minus 5 plus minus of 6. So the answer we obtain, that is equal to minus of 11. Similarly for the next row, it is this 2 will become 0. We have 5 over here. The operation we are applying, it is 5 minus 6. The answer is minus 1. Next we are saying this element we have, on this element we are talking about, it is row 3 0 plus 4. So this element it will be 4 over here. Next, when we apply the same operations on this, it is row 2 plus 3 times row 1. So we are saying row 2 plus 3 times row 1, it is 3. This element is 1, this element is 0. Similarly, in the last row we will have 0 0, and this element will be this first element, it is minus 2, this is 0, and this element will be 1. So the matrix we have obtained, it is 1 3 minus 2 0 0. We have over here 9 minus 1 minus 11 and 4, that is equal to 1 0 0 3 1 0 2 0 1 into A. Now look at this term over here, it is minus 1 over here. So what we are going to do, we are going to interchange these two rows. We are saying row 2 and row 3 we are interchanging. So we obtain 1 3 minus 2 0 minus 1 4 0 9 minus 11, that is equal to 1 0 0 2 0 1 3 1 0 into A. What we have done, we have interchanged these two rows. We have interchanged these rows. Now what we have to do next is, look at this element over here, it is minus 1 over here. Now with the help of this minus 1 we have to make both these terms 0. So the operation we are going to apply over here, it is, we are saying row 1 approaches row 1 plus 3 times row 2, and row 3 approaches row 3 plus 9 times row 2. So the answer we obtain in this case, it is, we are saying this second row is as it is, second row is same over here, the first row is changed and this element will remain 1. It is row 1 plus 3 times row 2, this element will be 0, this element will be 0, this element will be 0, and these two elements they will become 10 and 25, and that will be equal to, same operations we are applying over here, we will get it is minus 503 minus 201 minus 1519 into A. So I am writing these matrices again. So we have obtained this matrix. Now look at this element over here, it is minus 1. So to convert this we are applying the operation, it is row 2 approaches minus 1 times row 2. So this element will become positive, this is negative, negative and positive. We will obtain the answer in this form. Now the next step we have to do is, we have to change this value 25 to 1. So we are applying the operation row 3 approaches 1 by 25 times row 3. So the matrix becomes 1 0 10 0 1 minus 4 0 0 1, that is equal to minus 503 minus 20, and this element over here, this is basically minus 1 we have, actually we were having 1, when we multiplied with minus 1 we have minus 1 over here. So this element we have, it is minus 1, and next we will have it is minus 15 by 25, that is equal to minus 3 by 5. Next is 1 by 25, and this value we have, it is 9 by 25. Now next step we have to do, it is A over here. With the help of this one we have to make these two terms 0. So we are applying the operation that row 1 approaches row 1 minus 10 times row 3, and row 2 approaches row 2 plus 4 times row 3. So the answer we obtained is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, that is equal to, row 3 is unchanged, it is minus 3 by 5. This value it is minus 3 by 5. Next it is 1 by 25, and next it is 9 by 25. Now when we are applying these operations over here, we will get it is minus 2 by 5. When you apply this operation over here, we are saying this element minus 2, this will become minus 2 plus 4 times minus 3 by 5, and the answer you will obtain, that is equal to minus 2 by 5. Similarly, this next element, this will become 4 by 25. This next element, this will become minus 1 plus 4 into 9 by 25. The answer you will get, it is 11 by 25. Next, the first row when we are talking about, it is minus 5 plus 30 by 5. So the answer we get, it is 1. Next, this element, this will become, it is 0 minus 10 by 25. So it is minus 2 by 5, and this element will become 3 minus 90 by 25, and the answer will become minus 3 by 5. So we are saying this is the required matrix, because we have obtained I is equal to B into A, where B is this matrix. So this matrix is basically the inverse of the matrix A. Next is, this matrix is given to us, and we have to apply the elementary row transformations to find the inverse of the matrix. So these operations, these are shown over here, that we have applied the elementary row operations and we have obtained the inverse of this matrix. So we solve this problem by using the elementary column operations. If suppose in place of row operations, we are solving it by using elementary column operations, then what we are going to do, we are going to write it is 2 0 minus 1 5 1 0 0 1 3, that is equal to A into 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now we are going to apply the column operations over here. So to apply column operation, we are saying the first step we are going to do is, this element, it is minus 1 over here, we shift this element over here. So we are going to apply the transformation that column 1 and column 3 are interchanged. We obtain it is minus 1 0 3 0 1 1 2 5 0, that is equal to A into, it is 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0. Next step we are going to do is, column 1 approaches minus 1 into column 1. So it is 1 0 minus 3 0 1 1 2 5 0, that is equal to A into, we have multiplied column 1 with minus 1. So it is 0 0 minus 1 0 1 0 1 0 0. Now with the help of this one, we are going to make this 2 0. So we are writing it is column 3 approaches column 3 minus 2 times column 1. So we get it is 1 0 0 1 minus 3 1, these two will remain same, we get 0 over here. Next it is column 3 minus this, next we get it is 6, that is equal to A into, over here these first two they will remain unchanged, the last column will become column 3 minus 2 times column 1. So it is 1 0, and this element will be 2 over here. So we have obtained the matrix in this form. We have obtained the matrix in this form. Now we have 1, we have obtained this 1 over here, we have 1 over here. Now with the help of this 1, we want to make this 5 0. So we are performing the operation column 3 approaches column 3 minus 5 times column 2. So we are saying first column it will remain as it is. It is 0 1 1, this is 0, we are making this element 0, it is C3 minus 5 times C2. When we apply this operation over here, we are getting it is C3 is 6 minus 5, the answer we obtain it is 1, that is equal to A into, this is 0 0 0 1 minus 1 0. In the last column we are obtaining it is 1 minus 0, it is 1, next it is 0, and in this column we are obtaining in the second term we will obtain this is equal to minus of 5, and for the third term this will be equal to 2. Now the last step we have to do, this is 1 over here, with the help of this 1 we are going to make both these terms 0. So we are saying column 1 approaches column 1 plus 3 times column 3, and column 2 approaches column 2 minus column 3. So the matrices we obtain, it is third column, it will remain unchanged. When we are talking about column 1, it is column 1 plus 3 times column 3. So it is 1, this term will be 0, and this term is also equal to 0. When we are talking about column 2, it is column 2 minus column 3, this is 0, this is 1, and this element will become 0, and we are saying this is equal to A into, column 3 is unchanged, it is 1 minus 5 and 2. Column 1 is column 1 plus 3 times column 3. Column 1 is 0 0 minus 1, 3 times column 3 is 3 minus 15 and 6. When we are adding these values, we will get it is 3 minus 15 and 5. The answers we are getting it is 3 minus 15 and 5. Next we are talking about column 2. So we are writing it is column 2 is 0 1 0, column 3 is 1 minus 5 and 2. We are subtracting these values. So the answers we are getting it is minus 1, 6 and minus 2. So what we have obtained, that I is equal to A into B in this case. So we are saying this is the matrix B and this is equal to A inverse. So this is the matrix A inverse we have obtained. So we can see from this that either you use the column operation or you use the elementary row operations, we obtain the same answer. Next is, if A is equal to this matrix, we have to show that A inverse does not exist. So we are applying the row operations over here. We are writing it is 1 minus 1 1, 2 1 minus 1, minus 1 minus 2 2. Suppose it is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 into A. So first step we have to do is, we start with this one, we want to make both these 0. So we are writing row 2 approaches row 2 minus 2 times row 1, and row 3 approaches row 3 plus row 1. So this matrix will become, it is 1 minus 1 1, that is equal to 1 0 0 into A, and these terms, these will change to, it is 0 0, the next terms will be 3, this is 3 minus 3, minus 1 1, and these terms will become minus 2 1 0 1 0 1. Next, with the help of this 3 we are saying, or before doing this, we can look over here that the elements over here, these are in the form 3 and minus 3, this is minus 1 and 1. Suppose we interchange the rows, we are interchanging row 2 and row 3 first. So we obtain it is 1 minus 1 1, 0 minus 1 1, 0 3 minus 3, that is equal to 1 0 0 minus 2, it is not minus 2 over here because we have interchanged the rows. So the answer we get it is 1 0 1 minus 2 1 0 into A. Now we want to we have applied next that row 2 approaches minus 1 times row 2. This term will become positive, this is negative, negative and negative. Now The next step we have to do is, with the help of this one, we have to make both these terms 0. So we are applying over here that row 3 approaches row 3 minus 3 times row 1. I am applying only this to make this 3 0. So what I will get on the left hand side, it is 1 minus 1 1, 0 1 minus 1. This term will become 0 0 and 0. Similarly, the operation will be applied on this matrix and we will obtain some A over here. Now look at this term, this row. All the 3 elements in this row, they are 0. So we are saying we have all zeros in third row of the left hand side matrix. So this thing means that A inverse does not exist.